nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. Finally, I have something new and something that I've been wanting to look at for a while. I just kept getting distracted by stupid things like computer failures and other mindless nonsense. The usual suspects. But anyway, as you can see, today we are looking at Skybyte and Kitt again. You're probably wondering why I went out of my way to make a red Kitt with cyan colored lights. So believe it or not, in the Cyberverse series, there was a billboard called, I think it was Revenge of Cyber Shark or something like that. Correction, it was the Revenge of Sharkinator, which I think was supposed to be like a parody of Knight Rider, Rambo, and the Terminator. I don't know. It was hilarious, and the fact that there was a red Knight Rider car on the billboard was hilarious. Like, it was just so random and out of place, but, I mean, that's kind of how the 80s were in general, since that's pretty much what it was parodying. And for all we know, it could be Windcharger, because it was kind of like a maroonish kind of red, so who knows, maybe Windcharger was disguised as Kitt for many years, hiding from the Decepticons or something, and then started a Hollywood career. But, I don't know, I thought it was funny, so I made, Kitt red. Also, years before that even happens, there actually is a red Kitt car on YouTube, the Knight Rider Trans Am, but it's red. I doubt there's any relation or connection to it, but, I mean, it does exist, so, I mean, granted the scanner wasn't cyan like in the picture, but, I mean, a red Knight Rider car does exist. And now we have Skybyte. Now, the reason I made Skybyte is because, well, I mean, he's a shark. It seemed fitting with the theme here, so screw it. One Autobot and one Decepticon, because why not? Yeah, he's kind of based on the Cyberverse version, but the colors are so all over the place that it's just kind of its own thing. His jaw does open, so he can munch. Hey, how's it going, baby? See my pearly whites? Yeah, I polish them real good. Ooh, yeah. You're looking real tasty right now. Anyway, it's enough of that. Sorry, I'm being silly, but that's what life is about sometimes. You just gotta be silly to get over all the tragedies, and that's enough of that. Let's get to the transformations. Alright, we're gonna start with this big boy here, because he's technically the new one. So, in my store, he's pretty much like how he was in Cyberverse. He just rivals Jetfire all the time on who's more loyal to their respective faction, I guess. It's kind of hilarious, but it's not as over the top, and it's a little more serious at times. And, I still need to actually, like, make some sketches and drawings for all that stuff, because there's a lot of good stuff in there that I'm kind of proud of, so it is what it is. But, let's go ahead and transform him. So yeah, fold the tail down, and then you can fold the other half down to make his feet. Oh yeah, I forgot, they do clip together, so make sure to unclip them. They are supposed to fold down, they kind of form like a high heel, but we'll take care of the other one here in a second, because I don't want that piece to break off, because I had a lot of pieces break off in the last video, which was just more of an update video, but because there were so many figures in it, I was kind of rushing through it. Oh, sorry, you can't see what's going on here. So yeah, fold that down, fold that up. As you can see, I'm using more traditional parts in regards to the joints because, so I don't know if anyone here is old enough to remember this user, but many years ago there was a YouTuber by the name called One That Is. His channels still exist, but he doesn't upload anymore, so I'm wondering if his life just happened to get in the way of things, or he just lost interest. I don't know what happened to him, but I really liked his Transformers and how they used a lot of traditional parts, and how creative he was. And that's kind of where I got my original motto from, of, just trying to inspire people to make their own stuff or make something better, since that was my original goal with this channel. But I kind of broke that when I made the Carbots and Seekers tutorial, but Again, I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, you know, I get it. Some people like this stuff enough to where they want to kind of, I guess, replicate it. So it's whatever. I gave the basics of what it takes to build one of these. Rotate his head out, and then you gotta pull that shark head back a little bit so it's not just in the way of things. There we go. That way it's a little more level. So yes, here is Skybyte in his robot mode. And I'm pretty happy with how he came out. Some of his joints are a little loose. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I guess they're just old. So yes, you know, his articulation is a little more limited, but like I said, the main goal here was to try and accomplish my usual, but with more traditional parts and not just constantly relying on the ball joints. But I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. And he still has decent articulation. I mean, he's got like a million joints in his elbows and stuff and all that. Then the legs, yeah, they're a little limited. So you're not getting much there. And then you got like maybe that much out of the knee. So again, not much in the articulation department, but he is fairly solid to a degree. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm also really happy with the head and how it turned out, because it is still my style of head that I like to do, because these are kind of supposed to kind of look like anime characters or Mega Man characters. I prefer to use Mega Man because I really love that franchise. I just love those old school side-scroller games. We'll look at Kitt real quick, because why not? Actually, before we look at Kitt, here's Skybyte's weapon. So we can go ahead and just plug that in. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Ah, there's the problem. The finger's in the way. Okay, sorry about that. I had to do an on-the-spot upgrade. So yeah, I had to add this little thing, which you can rotate so you can put it on either hand. I'll probably find a better piece for that later, but it's just temporary, just so I can get him to use his weapon. So there's his gun, which, again, it's a weapon. It's not that important, but it felt important to me, so yeah. And then I also made him 2 swords, so he can sword fight with, what's-his-face. And I just realized they're both facing the same direction. You know what? I can live with that. That's fine by me. Actually, here. You just rotate that one like that. And then we'll just put this one facing forward. Alright, actually, I mean, it's not the worst in the world. And I don't even think I'm getting any of this on screen. I am so unprofessional. I'm sorry. I haven't done this in a while, so let's go ahead and put him in the back. So yeah, if you really wanted to, I guess you could just take this head off and then just... Oh, there you go. There's Sharkinator. That's hilarious. I mean, it doesn't fold down quite right, but I mean he was kind of hunchback anyway, so I mean... whatever. That works. So I guess if you just wanted a shark head, you could just take his regular head off and then do that, but... Doesn't look quite right, so we'll go ahead and put his head back on. So yeah, here's Red Kitt. Not much has changed. Originally, I made him green, or at least just the lights green, because the Matador got a hold of him and did some upgrades that I didn't quite agree with. So I was able to retrieve Kitt and reprogram him and put him back to his normal state. Because I really hate it when my alter egos just mess with my stuff when I don't want them to. But, oh well, that's life, and that will happen. Sometimes your alter egos just get a little salty, and they don't know what to do with themselves. If you watch any of my short films or stop-motion projects, it'll make much more sense. Now we'll just go ahead and give him his little sword of doom, or his lance, as I called it. It's just all black now, because, I don't know, just didn't want to have to redo the whole thing just because of a color thing. So I just made it black, so it's easy to use with any character. So yes, now he can duke it out with the Sharkinator. That should be his nickname for Skybyte, Sharkinator. And yes, I know the white legs kind of make him look like a Gundam, so before anyone says it, I already beat you to it. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and you all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!